This is Itachi's trump card. Susano.
Tsukuyomi and Amaterasu. And now another jutsu that rests only in eyes which have been open to both of these abilities. Sasuke, if you've got any jutsu hidden up your sleeve, now's your last chance to play it.
No. What can I do?
Now then, I think I'll take your eye.
No! Do you really think you can win?
Now it begins for real.
No!
Mission start.
Heavenly tail stretch.
What is that jutsu? What can I do to beat it?
Heavenly tail
You have no
stretch.
hope of winning.
Now what will you do?
Just what am I supposed to do to beat it?
Heavenly
It doesn't
tail
matter what you
stretch.
do. You are as nothing before the power of Susano.
He
Heavenly
deflects all
tail
attacks
stretch.
back at me.
Now
How?
what will you do?
Sasuke, was that last jutsu all you've got?
No. What can I...
I'll tell you this much.
Heavenly tail
Tricks
stretch.
won't work on Susano.
Heavenly tail stretch.
Susano's defenses are impenetrable.
But still, there must be a risk with that jutsu. I'm sure Itachi's strength is wearing down. If I can just buy time, then he'll...
Now what will you do? Didn't I tell you it was pointless?
Sink into
Heavenly
despair,
tail stretch.
fool of a brother.
Amaterasu. Black flames of despair.
Give up. You see how outmatched you are.
Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do? Heavenly tail stretch. Amaterasu.
So this was
Black
Itachi's
flames
power.
of despair. Heavenly wing slash.
With Susano, there is no way I can lose.
Didn't I tell you it was pointless? Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you
Defeating
do?
you is my
Amaterasu.
only reason for living!
Black flames of despair. Didn't I tell you it was pointless? Heavenly tail stretch. Amaterasu.
With Susano, there is no way I can lose.
Heavenly tail stretch. Die.
Give up. You see how
Heavenly tail
outmatched you
stretch.
are.
Now what will you do? Amaterasu. Black flames of despair.
Sink into despair, fool of a brother.
Heavenly wing slash. Now what will you do? Heavenly tail stretch.
No!
Heavenly tail stretch! Amaterasu! Black blades of despair!
Give up. You see how outmatched you are.
Heavenly tail stretch! Die! Heavenly tail
this
stretch!
Itachi's
Now what will
power!
you do? Amaterasu! Black blades of despair!
With Susano, there is no way I can lose.
Didn't I tell you it was pointless? Heavenly tail stretch!
No!
Black blades of despair!
Sink into
Heavenly
despair,
tail stretch!
fool of a brother.
Heavenly tail stretch! Amaterasu! Black blades of despair!
This was Itachi's power!
Heavenly tail stretch!
Sink into despair,
Heavenly tail stretch!
fool of a brother.
Amaterasu! Black blades of despair!
No!
Heavenly wing slash! Now what will you do? Heavenly tail stretch!
Sink into despair, fool of a
Heavenly
brother.
tail stretch! Amaterasu! Black blades of despair!
Defeating you was my only reason for living!
Didn't I tell you it was pointless? Heavenly tail stretch!
With Susano, there is no way I can lose.
Black blades of despair!
Sink into despair,
Didn't I tell you?
fool of a brother.
Heavenly tail stretch! Amaterasu!
Defeating you
Black blades of
was my
despair!
only reason for living!
Heavenly tail stretch!
Sink into despair,
Heavenly tail stretch!
fool of a brother.
Die! Amaterasu! Black blades of despair!
Give up. You see how outmatched you are.
Heavenly wing slash! Now what will you do? Heavenly wing slash!
No!
Heavenly tail stretch! Die! Heavenly tail stretch! Die! Amaterasu!
So this was Itachi's power!
Blades of despair! Heavenly tail
Give up.
stretch!
You see how outmatched you are.
Heavenly tail stretch! Now what will you do? Amaterasu! Black blades of despair!
Defeating you was my only reason for living!
Heavenly tail stretch! Heavenly tail stretch!
With
Now
Susano,
what will you do?
there is no way I can lose.
Amaterasu! Black blades of despair! Heavenly
No!
tail stretch! Die! Heavenly tail stretch! Amaterasu!
Sink into despair,
Black blades of
fool
despair!
of a brother.
Heavenly Tail Stretch. Die.
No!
Heavenly Tail Stretch. Die. Amaterasu. Black Flames of Despair.
With Susano, there is no way I can lose.
Heavenly Wing Slash. Die. Heavenly Tail Stretch.
Defeating you
Die.
was my only reason for living!
Tail Stretch. Amaterasu. Black Flames of Despair.
With Susano, there is no way I can lose.
Heavenly Tail Stretch. Now what will you do? Heavenly Tail Stretch.
No!
Amaterasu. Black Flames of Despair.
Defeating you was my only reason for living!
Heavenly Tail Stretch. Now what will you do?
Give up.
Heavenly Tail Stretch.
You see how outmatched
Now
you
what
are.
will you do? Amaterasu. Black Flames of Despair.
Defeating you was my only reason for living!
Heavenly Tail Stretch. Now what will you do? Heavenly Tail Stretch. Amaterasu.
With Susano, there is no way I can lose.
Didn't I tell you it was pointless?
No!
Heavenly Tail Stretch. Amaterasu. Black
With
Flames of
Susano,
Despair.
there is no way I can lose.
Heavenly Tail Stretch. Now what will you do?
So this was
Heavenly
Itachi's
Tail
power.
Stretch. Die. Amaterasu. Black Flames of Despair.
No!
Didn't I tell you it was pointless? Heavenly Tail Stretch.
So this was
Now what will you do?
Itachi's power.
Amaterasu. Black Flames of Despair.
Defeating you
Heavenly
was
Tail
my only
Stretch.
reason for
Now
living!
what will you do? Heavenly Tail Stretch. Amaterasu. Black Flames of Despair.
No!
Heavenly Wing Slash.
So this was
Heavenly Wing
Itachi's
Slash.
power.
Heavenly Tail Stretch. Heavenly Tail Stretch.
Defeating you was my only reason for living!
Black Flames of Despair.
Give up.
Heavenly Tail
You
Stretch.
see how outmatched you are.
Heavenly Tail Stretch. Die. Amaterasu. Black Flames of Despair.
With Susano, there is no way I can lose.
Heavenly Wing Slash. Now what will you do? Heavenly Wing Slash. Die. Heavenly Tail Stretch. Die. Heavenly Tail Stretch.
So this was Itachi's power.
Amaterasu. Take this. Black Flames of Despair.
Sink into despair,
Heavenly wing slash.
fool of a brother.
Now what will you do? Heavenly tail stretch. Die. Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do?
So this was
Amaterasu.
Itachi's power.
Black blade of despair. Heavenly
With
tail
Susano,
stretch.
there is no
Now
way I can lose.
Heavenly tail stretch. Die. Amaterasu. Black blades of despair.
Defeating you was my only reason for living!
Heavenly tail stretch. Die. Heavenly tail stretch.
With
Now
Susano,
what will you do?
there is no way I can lose.
Amaterasu. Black blades of despair.
Defeating you
Heavenly tail
was my
stretch.
only reason for living!
Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do? Amaterasu. Black blades of despair.
Give up. You see how outmatched you are.
Heavenly tail stretch. Die.
Ugh!
Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do? Amaterasu. Black blades of despair.
Sink into despair, fool of a brother.
Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do? Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do? Amaterasu.
So this
Black
was
blades of
Itachi's
despair.
power.
Heavenly wing slash.
No!
Heavenly tail stretch. Die. Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do?
Sink into despair, fool of a brother.
Blades of despair. Heavenly tail stretch.
Give up. You see how outmatched
Heavenly
you are.
tail stretch. Amaterasu. Black blades of despair.
With Susano, there is no way I can lose.
Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do? Heavenly tail stretch.
Sink
Now
into
what will you
despair, fool of a brother.
Amaterasu. Black blades of despair. Heavenly tail
Give up.
stretch.
You see how outmatched you are.
Heavenly tail stretch. Amaterasu. Black blades of despair.
So this was Itachi's power.
Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do? Heavenly tail stretch.
Defeating you was my only reason for living!
Blades of despair. Heavenly tail stretch.
Give up. You see how outmatched you are.
Heavenly tail stretch. Amaterasu. Black blades of despair.
With Susano, there is no way I can lose.
Heavenly wing slash. Die. Heavenly tail stretch.
No!
Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do? Amaterasu. Black blades of despair.
Defeating you was my only reason for living!
Heavenly tail stretch. Heavenly tail stretch. Die.
Give up. You see how outmatched you are.
Black flames of despair. Heavenly wing slash.
With Susano,
Now.
there is no way I can lose.
Didn't I tell you it was pointless? Didn't I tell you it was pointless?
No!
Heavenly tail stretch. Die. Amaterasu, black flames of despair.
Defeating you was my only reason for living!
Heavenly tail stretch. Heavenly tail stretch. Now what
So
will you
this
do?
was Itachi's power.
Amaterasu, black flames of despair.
Sink into despair,
Heavenly wing slash.
fool of a
Now
brother.
what will you do? Heavenly wing slash. Die. Heavenly tail stretch. Die.
No!
Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do? Amaterasu, black flames of despair.
With Susano, there is no way I can lose.
Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do? Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do?
Defeating you was my only reason for living!
Heavenly tail stretch.
With Susano, there is no way I can lose.
Heavenly tail stretch. Amaterasu, black flames of despair.
So this was Itachi's power.
Heavenly tail stretch. Die. Heavenly tail stretch.
Give up. You see how outmatched you are.
Amaterasu, black flames of despair. Didn't I tell you it was pointless? Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do? Amaterasu, black flames of despair.
Defeating you was my only reason for living!
Heavenly tail stretch. Die. Heavenly tail stretch. Now what will you do?
No!
Amaterasu, black flames of despair.
Give
Heavenly
up.
wing slash.
You see how outmatched you are.
Sus. Now.
Mission complete.
Itachi, now's my chance to... No. My...
I can lend you power. Don't you need me, dear Sasuke? Now.
Finally, it emerges.
This is it. This is what I've been waiting for! Thanks to you, Sasuke's repressing chakra is gone. Now I can take over the boy's body and... His sword! It is the Totsuka blade. Itachi, you had it.
This is it. Sasuke. Your eyes are mine. But I think I'll take my...
Oh no. What do
My eyes.